Pre-need, funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Memorial service for Mr. Billy Dean Brooks, age 71, of Childersburg, will be Saturday at 11 a.m. from Curtis & Son North. Visitation 1 hour prior to the service. Mr. Brooks, age 71, of Childersburg, died at Russell Medical Center on March the 11th. In lieu of flowers, the family requests that donation be made to Alabama Food Solutions in Mr. Brooks' memory. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Mr. William E. Penton Sr., age 58, of Alexander City, is today at 2 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends prior to the service, noon until 2 o'clock at the funeral home. Mr. Penton died Saturday, March 10th at Russell Medical Center. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Melba Whitehead Salter, age 75, also of Alexander City, will be Thursday at 11 a.m. from Radley Funeral Home. Reverend Ed Brown officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 till 7 at the funeral home. Mrs. Salter died Sunday, March the 11th in East Alabama Medical Center in Opelika. She was a member of the Ray Baptist Church. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Timothy Miles Speak, age 25, of Alexander City, is this morning at 11 o'clock from Faith Temple. Pastor Dick Stark officiating. Burial in the Russell Farm Cemetery. Mr. Speak died March 8th at Dr. P. Phillips Hospital in Orlando, Florida. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. Elisa Lawler Sr., age 91, died March 12th. Funeral arrangements are pending. They'll be announced by Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. Funeral service for Sister Roselle Truss, age 91, will be Friday at noon from Sims Funeral Home Chapel in Talladega. Interment in the Talladega Memorial Garden. Sims Funeral Service, Talladega directing. Ms. Ida Robin Smith, age 65, formerly of Goodwater, died Tuesday, March 13th at UAB in Birmingham. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Armours Memorial Funeral Home, Alexander City. Funeral service for Mr. Jerry Wayne Alexander, age 78, of Alexander City, will be Saturday at noon from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Minister David Roselle officiating. Burial in the Alexander City Cemetery. The family receiving friends Friday, 5 till 7 at the funeral home. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mr. Charlie Ray Johnson will be Thursday, March 15th at 1 o'clock from First Baptist Church in Rockford, with interment in the church cemetery. There will be no visitation at the funeral home. The body will lie in repose 1 hour prior to the service for visitation at the church. Wright's Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. And funeral service for Mrs. Adeline Knight, age 92, of Alexander City, will be Friday at 1 from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Reverend Freddie Sin officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends Thursday from 5 till 7 at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. These obituaries, presentation of Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.